Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
A delicate operation.
Time for some swordplay! Blade in flight!
You're in bad shape. I'm okay.
Try this on for size.
Nap time.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Strike with heart! Swords descend! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
A delicate operation.
Blade in flight!
You're in bad shape. I'm okay. Nap time.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Try this on for size.
Savor the vigor of it.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! Who's next?
A strong adversary. Help me employ it in flight! Swords descend!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Try this on for size.
Nap time. Here comes the medicine.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Who's next?
Try this on for size.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Swords descend!
customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Savor the vigor of it.
Oh, ouch.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! A sharp scythe needs targets. Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Ask the conductor about what happened.
Oh good, you're here. Pom-Pom doesn't know, but it's in the Express! No one knows Akivili's Express better than Pom-Pom. There is something strange in here. Pom-Pom can feel it. Help Pom-Pom look for it. We have to find it!
Oh, hey, thanks for coming. What are you talking about? What mirror? I don't see a mirror.
Did they send for you as well? Looks like Pom-Pom is quite serious this time. Mirror?
Looks like Mr. Yang really can't see it.
Wow, so this is the Astral Express. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm a messenger from the Garden of Recollection. I will be staying on the Express from now on. It's very nice to meet you. That's why I'm here. Let me explain. Garden of Recollection is an organization that worships the Aeon Fuli. As a messenger for the remembrance, we surrendered our worldly bodies and traversed the universe in the form of memes to search the stars on behalf of Fuli for the most precious memories. Seeing that I'm able to be here, you must have already come to understand the concept of remembrance and the Garden of Recollection. The memories that you possess have activated a pathway for the Garden of Recollection to make copies and implant me into your thoughts. We can actually just follow you without being noticed. However, the Garden of Recollection believes that you're special. The memories that you possess are extremely rare and precious, and it's very likely there will be even more in the future. That's why I thought it'd be best if I introduced myself to you. I noticed that you've also received the concept of memo snatchers. The Garden of Recollection wouldn't want you to mistake us for thieves or crooks. Everything we do is for a higher purpose. I believe we've become acquainted now. We want to prevent the universe from being forgotten because of the destruction. Even if all matter is annihilated, it can continue to live on in the form of memories. There is actually something that I need, so I'll get right to it. The Garden of Recollection wants to preserve your memories. But don't worry, we won't take it from you. We just want to make a copy of the precious moments. You can see it as a trade between us. This is the Forgotten Hall, created specially to store your memories. We hope that you can visit this place regularly to rekindle your lost memories. The Garden of Recollection will extract the memories they want and give you something in return, in the form of matter and light cones. Come, I swear on the memories of my past self that you won't be at a loss for anything. Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
I don't know. This one looks kinda tough.
Time for some swordplay! Strike with heart! What a headache. Let me end your misery.
Sounds like more
Free
business
from your
now.
chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
Sampo Koski always takes care. Try this on for size.
You're in bad shape.
Don't mess with me. Who's next?
Sounds like more business knocking. What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Savor the vigor of it.
What a headache. Let me end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Practice is over. Swords descend!
Try this on for size.
You're in bad shape. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Don't mess with me. So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
Nap time. What is it? Are you not feeling well? A strong stimulus will lower your guard against your subconscious. Only then will we be able to copy your memories. From now on, all you have to do is enter the Forgotten Hall periodically, and we'll give you an abundant amount of rewards. About me being on the Astral Express. It'd be best if you kept it between the two of us. I won't reveal myself to your companions, so make sure you don't tell them about me, okay? If that's the case, the Garden of Recollection will have to block out their memories. I really don't have a choice. Please don't make me do that. Alrighty then. Just step close to the mirror if you ever want to find me.
Did you find anything?
An Inquisition spirit? On the Express?
Yeah, these creatures do suddenly pop up sometimes and start questioning the first person they see. What did it ask you? This actually confirms a theory that I've always had. It seems like Inquisition spirits are a creation of the Elation.
Pom-Pom doesn't care whose creation it is. It has to go.
Indeed. Welt, do you know what to do?
Don't worry, it should be gone by now. Inquisition spirits only ask one question at a time. It will go elsewhere once it gets an answer.
That's good.
That should do it.
savor the vigor of it.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! A sharp scythe needs targets.
With heart! Swords descend!
Try this on for size. The customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Nap time.
Time well spent. How many of strike with heart? Blade in flight!
Try this on for size.
Savor the vigor of it. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I'm okay.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Who's next?
Here comes the medicine. I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Swords descend!
Nap time.
Strike with heart! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king well, you gotta make it worth my while.
All better now?
Who's next?
This price was too steep.
Savor the vigor of it. You're in bad shape.
Blade in flight! Swords descend! Time well spent. Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard. Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out? Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being Guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders? Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like. Oh, wait, I haven't finished yet. All right, let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
The bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. it wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. It might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow. Huh? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details. You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller! Let me!
Try not to embellish the facts.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Branya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Branya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron.
I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything. Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure. I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue. Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation, and the real Cocolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material. Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first. Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with. Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready. Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Shepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not! How dare you! What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Cocolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian, but this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klipoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
Jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Ha! Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Time well spent.
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a vacation. Well, let me set one thing straight. You are gravely mistaken. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that watch your every move. Behind us, we have a band of conspirators that have infiltrated the city. The situation is critical. The lazy and undisciplined among you will lose your lives to the forces surrounding us. As such, starting from today, we will be adding 200 bench presses and 30 extra minutes of one-arm planks to our daily drill. Is that clear? Yes, sir.
See, that was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
I don't want... Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth. An endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau. Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life. Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals. I was just thinking that. We can't rule it out. With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals. That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval! I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
Yo, evening soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn, this guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Serval, this Dunn, do you know him?
You bet I do. We go way back. He's easy to talk to. Watch me persuade him. Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool!
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out? Anything wrong done?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem. Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Done. This concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
A strong adversary. Help me improve. Blade in flight!
Don't mess with me. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery.
Savor the vigor of it.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
What a headache.
Stay close. Here stands the Silvermane Guard.
Time for some swordplay. Strike with heart.
That'll take more than medicine.
You're in bad shape.
We're just having fun.
So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
I'll free
Time
you
for
from
a
your
shot?
chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
It's over. Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it! The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
I think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy. We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough to expose us.
Strike with heart! Swords descend!
Nap time.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past! Who's next?
You're in bad shape.
A sharp scythe needs targets.
Blade in flight!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Nap time.
Try this on for size.
I'm okay.
Who's next?
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
We're in.
Oh, it's open! Oh, thank you, Dun!
Time well spent.
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Your bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yup.
Then what's our plan?
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll have to fight.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one. Let's go!
A strong adversary. Help me. Ha! Practice over. Swords descend!
Here comes the medicine.
I can breathe
We're
easy
just
again.
having fun. What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Don't mess with me!
Time for some sword play. Strike with heart.
Nap time.
Try this on for size.
What a headache. Who's next?
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
So, how many of my moves can you block? Blade in flight!
Naughty children, don't listen. You're in bad shape.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Don't mess with me! I'll free you from your chains! Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Strike with heart!
That'll take more than medicine. All better now?
I owe you one. What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
What a headache. Who's next?
Energy restored, system online, certification enabled. Come on, come on! 40%, 65%, 85%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move. Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance, or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Serval. It really is you.
Wait, Japard! Listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet... Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms. Hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Japard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy. That you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia's afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Japard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
position is solid.
A strong adversary. Help me improve.
Don't mess with me.
Naughty children, don't listen. All better now?
I owe you one.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Who's next? Let me end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Stay focused. Take courage.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Blade in flight!
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it.
Sounds like more business knocking.
In the name of preservation!
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
I can breathe easy
Senpo
again.
Koski always takes care of his friends.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Resistance is futile!
Strike with heart! What a headache. Who's next?
Time for a shot.
I owe you one.
On my command! For glory!
Time for some sword play. Blade in flight! Practice is over. Swords descend!
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
You're in bad shape.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
This ends here!
So, how many of my moves can you block?
Strike with heart! Don't mess with me.
Nap time. A little something. Think nothing of it.
Our position is solid.
We're just having fun.
Blade in flight!
Oh, never.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours, Serval's and Bronya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Bronya.
Lady Bronya?
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silvermane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian. But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives. For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Qlipoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us. As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds? Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce fight. Guards, open the gate.
Are you dealing with attacks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation!
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't owe the guards any favors when this is done.
Here they come!
Steel yourselves!
So, how many of my moves can you block? Strike with heart!
So you are afraid of me.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Don't mess with me.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Sounds like more business knocking.
What a headache. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery. So you are afraid. Let me end your misery.
Time for some sword play! Blade in flight!
How many of them are there?
From your chains. The more the merrier. These guys are nothing but butterflies. Hold the line. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery. So you are afraid of me. Who's next?
So, how many of my moves can you block?
You're in bad shape.
Don't mess with me.
I told you, Japard, the barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero.
This is only the first wave. They'll have reassembled soon. I have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane, listen to your sister. I can tell just by looking at you that you haven't fully recovered.
Outsiders. Zila, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity and make a break for it.
Huh? Serval, aren't you gonna look for the Stellaron with us?
My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. He's my responsibility now. Besides, if I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I always wanted to catch a glimpse of the Stellaron with my own eyes, and now it's so close. But I can't abandon my brother and the other guards. I'm a Landau. It's up to you now. I believe in you. You've given me new hope. Get hold of the Stellaron before Cocolia realizes what's happening! Hey, March. Don't forget to take a picture of the Stellaron for me.
Say no more! We're good at this, don't worry!
Fragmentum activity is intensifying. Something's happening on Urilo 6. Shouldn't we go down there, Himiko?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is her first trailblazing expedition. How will she be able to look back fondly without a few twists and turns? Are you bored, Welt? I understand. But we have lots of opportunities ahead of us. Let's leave the memories of this expedition for them.
So you think they'll be safe, right?
Yes. We haven't seen any Eon or Emanator level imaginary reactions. Relax. This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't interfere. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Is this the Fragmentum Gepard was talking about?
Compared to this, the corrosion we saw in Backwater Pass pales into insignificance. Serval said that the Stellaron was very likely hidden in the snow plains north of Belobog. If we want to get there, I'm afraid we'll have to find the exit to this Fragmentum maze first.
Guys, does this place feel weird to you? It feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
This place makes my flesh crawl. Like there are insects under my skin.
We have no guide and no way of detecting the Stellaron. We'll just have to advance gradually and cautiously. Don't be disheartened. The stronger the Fragmentum contamination, the closer we are to the source.